Hi there, this is Lee from IELTS Master, and in this video lesson, we're going to work to improve your IELTS speaking. We're going to practice speaking part 3, and the topic for this lesson is good students. Let's get started. So in this lesson, you will learn or review a technique you can use for practicing speaking part 3. You'll listen to 3 Band 9 sample answers that all use the technique, and you'll analyze some advanced speaking techniques, vocabulary, and grammar from these sample answers. So nice 3 steps. So let's talk very quickly about 2 big speaking part 3 problems. You may have seen these before. First is saying too much, rambling, you just talk on and on and on. And the second is saying too little. You're not seen as fluent. You're searching for words. You don't know what to say. So how can we fix these problems? Well, we can practice answer structure, and that's what we're going to do today. Here's a solid structure for part 3 answers. You can use this in your practice. You don't need to remember it for the real test, but for practice, it's very useful. It's the area technique. Answer, reason, example, and finally, alternative at the end. First, you want to answer the question the examiner asked you. Directly answer the question. Number 2, give a reason for your answer. This is because, or I think this because, something like that. Number 3, include some kind of example. For example, for instance, in my case, when I was young, anything like that is fine. And number 4, optionally, you can give an alternative answer. On the other hand, however, now that I think about it, something like that. Remember, if you practice a lot with this technique, giving good answers on the real test will be easier. Practice makes better. So let's take a look at some sample questions and answers. For this lesson, we actually only have this one question, but I've given you 3 different answers just for this one question. So, what do you think makes a good student? I really think it's consistent hard work that makes a good student. You know, some students are naturally smart, but over the long term, I think it's the ones that consistently do good work that end up succeeding. For example, I remember some students from back when I was in school that would stay up late every night trying to perfect whatever assignment they had. They weren't the smartest bunch, but they did well because of their hard work. This is the first sample answer, and you can see we have the A, the R, and the E in this one. Let's take a look at the second same question. To be honest, I feel like intelligence is the most important quality. You know, some students work hard, but they just don't have the raw intelligence that they need to succeed when things actually get tough. I can remember more than a few times back in school where these students that never took much time to study would get really high scores on tests. It didn't matter how much effort the other students put in, they just couldn't compete. Working hard is valuable for sure, it just can't compare to that kind of pure intellect that some students have. So here I've given the answer, the reason, the example, and at the end it's kind of an alternative. I'm acknowledging the other side, but I'm still supporting my original point. I'm not changing it. And that's okay as well. And answer number 3. In my opinion, the best students have a mix of the ability to do hard work and intelligence. If you only have one of the two, it can be really difficult to succeed. With some subjects, no matter how hard you work, you just can't do well if you don't have a certain amount of base intelligence. On the other hand, you can be incredibly smart, but if you don't apply yourself, you're not going to go anywhere except maybe the principal's office. This is a joke at the end of the example. You're not going to get anywhere is usually used when you're talking about someone's success in their career. But here, I made a joke. You're not going to get anywhere except maybe the principal's office. It's not that funny of a joke, but it's a joke nonetheless. All right, so in this one, we also have the answer, the reason, and the example. Before we go, let's take a look at some interesting language examples from today. First is naturally smart. This is a collocation. It's a nice collocation, and there are a lot of other collocations that you can find in this example answer set. Second is over the long term. And then that end up succeeding. Over the long term, it's these kinds of students that end up succeeding. This is a nice expression, over the long term. It's quite high level. It sounds good. Next, they weren't the smartest bunch, but they weren't the smartest bunch is a little bit of a joke, but it's casual. It sounds high level. It sounds very fluent. Number 4 is more than a few times. This is also casual, but quite high level. More than a few times. It's an exaggeration. More than a few times. And then finally, number 5, no matter how hard you work or try, you can't or won't. This is a nice set expression, and I do recommend you try and use these kinds of nice set expressions in your speaking test. Of course, you can't only use set expressions the entire time, but throwing one in here and there can definitely help your score. All good? Cool. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the IELTS Master YouTube channel at youtube.com/IELTSmaster. You can also find us at IELTS-master.com. And finally, tell me, what do you want to see next? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic day.